Hello, and welcome back to the studio. I'm Dr. Wiggo, and today we're going to be talking about the Vision Pro, particularly YouTube on the Vision Pro. Yes, that's right, YouTube now has a native app on the Vision Pro. I'm very excited, and I'm going to show it to you in just a second. If you've watched the channel, you know that I use my Vision Pro primarily for content consumption, particularly 3D movies. And I'm happy to report that Disney Plus now has 61 3D movies, and there's 277 3D movies for sale on the Apple Store, which would be 216 if you subtract out the 61 on Disney Plus. But not all of the movies on Disney Plus are for sale on the Apple Store. At least 277 movies available, and that's plenty. Plus, we have the Apple Immersive. There are 22 Apple Immersive shows and series. Well, they call them series, but some of them only have one episode. Is it really a series if there's only one episode? But there's some really good music stuff like The Weeknd and Alicia Keys and the Metallica. The Metallica one is great. There's a documentary about Bono. There's a new series called Concerts for One, and the first episode of that is Ray. So there's music, there's sports, there's just all sorts of things on Apple Immersive. Not enough, but more keep dribbling out. But what could help solve the 3D content problem? I don't know. YouTube? So let's dive into this guy and I'll show you the new YouTube app. It took them 2 years, but they did a good job going under. So to get the YouTube app in the first place, you just run to the App Store, and there it is right there on the front page. And it'll probably be on the front page for a while, although it's already moved over one spot. But if it's not on the front page, you just go to search. Well, not clearly I just searched for it, but if you just do a search, YouTube, you search for YouTube, it pops right up. The official name is YouTube for VisionOS. Well, now let's go into the actual app, and you get your normal YouTube homepage with all your recommended stuff and recently uploaded and the usual things, and then you got the view more over there. And then down this side, up top, you have search, spatial, shorts, subscriptions, movies, view, and settings. And in settings, you may want to turn on pause watch history because you don't want all this 3D stuff showing up in your recommendations on your regular YouTube viewing apparatus. So turn that on when you're in here. Then you go to the Spatial tab. And because the Olympics are going on, we have a lot of Olympic stuff. And you can view more. I like the luge one. And we're in full 360. You can look around behind you. Whoop. He went faster than I could turn my head. And now we got people unloading. This is one of the weirdest things about this is that the camera cuts. So you're in 360 and then all of a sudden there's these people. And here we got a luge run. And this is what it's like to ride a luge, which is why you'll never see me doing this. Because I don't ever want to go this fast on a sheet of ice. And again, you can still look around while this is all going on. I mean, this guy can't, but I can. Well, you get the idea. Well, while we're here, if you pinch up here, you get your normal thing here, and you got your turn the volume down, jump forward 10 seconds, back 10 seconds. You got another little settings thing, turn off and on autoplay, captions, quality. Now, because I have an M2 Vision Pro, I only get 4K. If you have an M5 Vision Pro, that goes up to 8K. And for some of this 360 content, it is shot in 8K. So you get a big bump if you're in 8K. And then, of course, over on the left, it has the little thing, and you can read the description and look at comments, subscribe, like, the usual stuff. And then over on the right are your suggested next videos, although it's mainly suggesting things that aren't for the Vision Pro. Now, the one thing I haven't figured out is it has these like Discover and Explore Collection 3, but where's 1 and 2? Can I find those? And those are spatialized videos. These are the 8K VR 180, which are only, halfway around. Here we have a 180. You see it stops over here and then stops around again over here. So we don't have But you have a pretty good view. Aspen fall colors. Go back here. They have a travel collection. A lot of those are in 360. By the way, the 360s, a lot of them are not that good. I think if you have the M5 and 8K, it's going to look a lot better. Because like here's an 8K 360, but when you look at it here, well, actually it doesn't look too bad. So we're obviously standing. Are we just floating in space? What the? Oh, there's the guy. He's holding it on a pole hanging out over here. Oh, and the other thing you can do is you can grab and move your point of view. So now I'm looking behind me at the guy holding the selfie stick. And now I turn around and you can look around. It's pretty amazing looking. And we have Nature Collection, Thrill Seekers Collection 12. Where's 1 through 5? All new 8K VR 180. Popular collections. Gaming collections. Well, you get the idea. So YouTube has done some curating. But again, there's obviously more collections that you can't find. But if you want to find something, go to the Search tab. The Vegas Sphere. But look across the top. Under the search bar, we can pick only the 360 videos that feature the sphere. Or do you prefer the 180s? Here are the VR 180s. Oh, this isn't the sphere, but it's a roller coaster, so let's take a look. Well, okay. So see, it just goes to the sides here. Okay, Okay, I'm already getting a little dizzy, so we're just going to back out of this guy. Or you can do the 3D ones. Now, a lot of the 180s and 360s will show up again here. There's one that's just 3D. And so this is just a 3D film of the sphere. Well, that was the outside. This is obviously the inside. Well, this is watching The Wizard of Oz. So this is a 3D video, which of course you can't see, but I can, and it's pretty decent 3D. And you have the VR 180s and a 360. First ever 3D VR filmed in space. Okay, very pixelated. Now it said 360, but if I turn back around, it's black behind me. Oh wait, now we're in 360. Okay. And again, you can drag around. This one doesn't seem to have it. Some of the 360 videos, there'll be a line straight up and down, a black line where the 360 meets. But this one doesn't seem to have that anywhere. Am I making you dizzy? It's making me dizzy. And if you want 3D and 360, you can actually click both. Then you'll just get the 360 degree that are also 3D. Although I think if it's in 360, it's kind of automatically in 3D, so that's kind of redundant. Or you can just show the ones that have closed captions. And then you got your filters. Oh, before we go, let's look at shorts. Because basically, in shorts, you have like a giant iPhone hanging in front of you. And you can doom scroll with your hand. So you have your full range of YouTube. You've got your shorts. Oh, I didn't show you one last thing. Go back to home. We'll pick this video. I just want to show you there's a limit to the side. That's as big as the window can get. Now that's fairly large, but it's not, you can't make it gigantic. And that is the YouTube app for Vision Pro, which is quite amazing. Now I'll see you back outside. So that's the YouTube app for Vision Pro from Google. It only took them 2 years, but they finally delivered. I think the fact that they delivered one for an Android device helped speed the development along, but at least they did it. I'm relatively impressed. It works fine. It gives you more 3D content, but it's YouTube, so the quality varies greatly. But you can watch videos in 3D, and including spatial videos shot with iPhone 15, 16, 17s. Maybe I'll upload a spatial video. Don't count on that. That's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Bye-bye. I gotta go work on some more Apple content for a future video. Thanks for staying to the end. Bye-bye.